Right, in this video I'm going to show you how you can promote international offers and make a whole bunch of money using my method, my SEO mass page method, even if you don't speak that particular language. So if you can only speak like English like me, there is lots of money to be made in other markets, with other language offers in other languages out there like Spanish and French and German and Italian. And so I'm just going to show you an example of that in this video. So we're on a network here called Market Health. There's a lot of networks out there, a lot of places that have international offers, Spanish offers, and Italian and German and French and Japanese and whatnot. This is just one of many. So we're looking at, this is just about a teeth whitening offer here. And so within the back office, this used to look a little different. They've changed how this looks, but basically these links are the same as, this is the English version right here, down here under notes. You can kind of see a preview of the page. For some reason, not letting me see the preview of these because I'm not in those countries, but this is, this would be the same offer, but with all the text on the page being French. That one's German, Italian, Spanish. And so if we were to select this will generate a link that would be the French version of that offer. And then we can copy that. And how we would, one way we could start promoting this is basically, so I don't know, how to speak this other language, but basically I'll just start with the language that I'm familiar with. So come over here to my keyword tool, Keywords Explorer, Ahrefs, and then just start by typing in teeth whitening or something related to teeth whitening. Click having same terms, and then we can export this list here. Come over here to the right, export this whole list. That gives us some keywords. We got all these 50,000 keywords. That's a great starting point. And then from there, we're going to, these are all English keywords, so we can translate those. Just to show you kind of an example of this, you could basically take that whole list or chop that list up into little pieces, and copy them into a translation tool like Google Translate to if you want to go free option. So I just typed in teeth whitening, and this is what it came out to be. And then we can copy that. And we're going to need some content. So for our websites, we're going to build mass page sites. We're going to build these really quickly and affordably. And one way to do it very affordably, you could spend a lot of time learning another language. You could outsource your articles to a translation service, get it written in English, and then get it manually translated by somebody, like 1 hour translation. Or you could use tools like Article Forge, which is generates unique content kind of automagically, but it can do it in a variety of different languages. So this is me in the inside of my account. So I can just come here, click the main word, copy this, paste this. And if you want to add some sub keywords for it to build out an article for you around this main keyword, then you could get some ideas from best teeth whitening strips, teeth whitening near me. Just fill it with some of these other keywords. You can add up to 5, I believe. I'm just going to leave it this main keyword to begin with, and then we'll click French because this is in French. We want some French content. I'll just leave this selected at 250 words. I usually do articles of like 750. I just want a bunch of content, and then just click create new article, and click that, and it will create an article for you. So it'll take a minute or two or whatever, and while that's working, I'll just kind of do some quick numbers here, just like kind of guesstimate how much we could possibly earn. So these are the US volume, the US number, guesstimated volume of like teeth whitening related keywords and the volume of estimated traffic and stuff. So this will be a little bit smaller in smaller countries like French or Germany and stuff, but it'd be you're gonna have a decent amount of traffic for people searching for the same thing. That's all over the world. People are going to be searching for similar things just in their own language and stuff. And so to get some idea of what we could potentially earn from promoting this type of offer, this is an offer that pays us $40, looks like $40, either 40 or 25. We'll just go with $40 CPA. That's cost per action, that's per sale. And so if we come over here to this free Fat Joe revenue calculator, just go to their website, click tools, SEO value calculator. Then we could just type in some numbers just so you can kind of get an idea of what you could potentially earn from promoting an offer like this before you ever get started. So average number of monthly searches. I'm not going to export this list in this example, but you could just take a guesstimate, a portion of these, the clicks or whatever, traffic volume, whatever. Just pick kind of add up some of these numbers and plug these in. But these keywords give you kind of a guesstimate of approximately how much traffic is there, and you can just assume that you're going to get a portion of that because most people aren't going to be targeting or going after any of these keywords, especially the ones at the back of the list here. And so let's just type in something like, I don't know, 35,000 or something, because you can build multiple sites around these same keywords, and you can build sites around a variety of different keywords related to teeth whitening. And so let's just type in something. So 35,000, that wouldn't be very much traffic compared to what we just saw there in the keyword tool. We're going to get $40 per sale, and let's just say on average we get like a 2% conversion rate. So if we type that in, then just gives you kind of a approximate guesstimation of like what you could potentially earn on building some sites around this, and to kind of give you an estimate on the cost of what this would take to build. If we could look at this number here, 840, that's about how much it would cost to build 35 sites for the domains as well as the hosting for 1 month. So the hosting that we use is like $100 a month for 35 sites, and you're probably going to spend this or less or whatever. So if you can imagine spending this month for the expenses, and then you earning this every single month after that, you're basically gonna 10x or more your investment, and you're probably gonna earn more than that too, because 35 sites is a lot, especially if you've got sites, or each of the sites are targeting several thousand keywords. And remember, this is just one offer for one country, and so it's just French. And then we could do the same thing. And if you're looking to scale up, if this offer does well and you're making a bunch of money, if you want to scale up, you've got the English version, you've got the English keywords, you got the German version, you got the Italian version, Spanish version. So you got 5 other markets. You can go after the same keywords, the same same keywords, same offer and stuff. And so just imagine doing this, just conservatively times 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 per month. And this is just one offer, one angle, possibly a couple different languages if you want. And you can click here to see this result for the what it generated for us. I don't know what this says because I don't speak French, but hopefully it says something. But it doesn't really matter. We just want content on this page, and we're going to combine this content with these keywords, or the keywords that I was showing you just a minute ago, and and those kind of serve as like little hooks. So our site is kind of like a boat, I guess, and maybe this is us, and or maybe this fishing pole is our site, and each of these lines here has a hook on them, and these kind of represent all of our pages, all of our thousands of pages for all the thousands of keywords that we pulled. And so we can build the sites around here, all those keywords like best teeth whitening, and the fish that we're going to catch represent the traffic. It's only going to attract our hooks, our pages, our posts are only going to attract teeth whitening people. And so they're very interested in teeth whitening types of products. And so once we pull them in or whatever through the keywords, they land on our site, and from our site we just literally direct them to the offer. We don't have to be a designer. We don't have to be a salesperson. Other SEO courses kind of teach you they teach you that you got to be great at all those things: copywriting, conversion, design, selling, and all that stuff. And I just eliminated all that stuff from my process because I wasn't very good at that. If I had to guess, most of you probably aren't very good at that yourself, and that's probably the reason why you've failed at marketing so far. You may have failed at SEO or hadn't got the results you wanted to so far. But it's okay because I've eliminated all those steps from my process. So just imagine doing that. Like maybe this is all the same offer, but this is the French version. Maybe we got another little boat and guy over here, and he's got a whole other set of lines, and he's catching little English fish, and they're all interested in teeth whitening as well. And you got another guy over here, and he's like the Italian guy. So he's catching the little Italian fish that are interested in teeth whitening. And so all these sites are very targeted. They're very dialed in. And it doesn't, the reason why this works so well is because there's literally no other content that Google and the other search engines can find on the entire internet around these long tail keywords related to these different products and services. People are searching for these things. There is traffic there, but there are no results. And so if there are results, then Google and the other search engines are going to display them, and we leverage that. And this is why this is an infinitely scalable process, because it's all this low-hanging fruit. Nobody's going after this stuff because nobody knows how to do this really, and the people that are, they don't usually use it for the purpose that I'm teaching people how to do it. And then this can be directed to any product or service or offer out there. That's why it's an infinitely scalable process, and it can be used to promote any product or service out there. This is, I don't even speak this any other language other than English, and this is how I'm able to go into any market, any product, any niche, any angle, and just make a whole bunch of money without ever being, speaking that language, without really ever knowing too much about that offer. I just have to have a starting point to grab some keywords, and then everything else on my process that you just saw a little piece of it, everything else is just copy and paste and clicking buttons. You don't have to be good at any of the other things that everybody else that's teaching SEO or marketing says that you have to be good at. I've eliminated all that stuff. So if that makes sense to you and you want to learn the actual process, so this is I've shown you, I say this in every video, I've basically shown you an infinitely scalable process here that these keywords are infinite here, and there's not enough people to go after all the traffic there is. And even if there was, there would be a whole new infinite set of new keywords every single year that people are searching with new products and services and stuff. So it's just infinitely scalable, and there's basically no competition because nobody else is doing this. And all this traffic, we can point it anywhere we want to go. So we're basically traffic directors. We're not creating the traffic. We're not creating demand. We're not creating offers. We're literally just a traffic director that connects the traffic to the offers. And if you want this, I've shown you kind of told you what I do and pieces of what I do. If you want the bridge that connects these two and will make sense of this whole process, then we put together a program called Elite. So you can go to SEOaffiliatedomination.com/apply to learn more about that. There's not actually too much on this page. It's just kind of the prices and what you're getting. You're getting a training, which is going to walk you through everything you need to know. It's the recipe for how this all works. You're going to get group coaching calls in addition to that to get your questions answered by either me or my business partner, Tyler. And you're also going to get access to a private Facebook group where you can get your questions answered there and connect with other people in this community, in this program. So you can help each other out, and then you can get your questions answered there as well. So if this sounds like something that's starting to click and start to make sense for you guys, then you can click here to apply. They both go to the same place, but it's going to take you to a page where you can apply or set up a call to talk with my business partner, Tyler, and you guys will chat for a little bit, and he'll decide whether or not, and you'll kind of decide amongst yourselves whether this program feels like the right fit for you. And if it is, then he'll give you more information about how you can enroll. So hopefully that makes sense. This is some pretty cool stuff. Again, this is just another one of the billion examples I have of just one of the several different ways you can use and leverage this information. This is why I don't mind sharing it, because nobody's really doing this. Nobody's teaching it. I don't have time or the resources to go after all this stuff. This is why I'm willing to even share and open up about this stuff, because there's billions of dollars to be made out there, and I can't promote all the offers myself. So if you're interested, this one angle right here can certainly make you multi-six figures a year, probably up to over seven figures even, if you really just concentrated on this. And another little interesting perk, I haven't actually done this myself yet after all these years, but I've heard for years and years and years that the competition in these other markets, like the German, French, and Italian, it's like the Wild West. It's like the SEO back in 1998 and stuff. So if you combine that information, which I'm pretty sure is true because I've heard that from other SEOs over the years, you combine that truth, that fact, with how simple and scalable and my process is and abundant it is. That's just like infinity times infinity, or just infinity times super easy. So it's just awesome. And this is just one of many ways, one of many angles and kinds of offers, just health offers in other languages that you can leverage this process that I'm kind of sharing with you here. So hopefully that makes sense. If you want more information about this program and how you can get plugged in, you can go to SEOaffiliatedomination.com/apply. Click this button, and then I'll take you to where you can schedule a call with Tyler, and you'll hop on a call and you can get some more information about the program. And I'll be making some other videos about this, different other ways that you can leverage this process in other videos, and just a bunch of cool other ways that you can make a whole bunch of money with the same process. It's the same process, and that's what I love about it. It's so super simple once you learn it. It's the same process over and over again, but where if you're kind of like ADD and you have all this shiny object syndrome, and you want to get in all these different niches and markets every single year, and you're just hopping from thing to thing, you can actually do that with this process and not feel so bad about doing that, because the sites that you build, you can get in and out of markets really quick, and the sites that you build last year are not going to stop earning next month or next year or whatever. They're just going to keep earning. So you can afford to jump from thing to thing very quickly with this process, and leverage, take advantage of trends as soon as they come out and stuff, and be ahead of trends and things like that. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with this process. It gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility to kind of pivot really quickly. But I'll be talking more about a lot of other cool things you can do with this process in a future video. So I'll see you in the next one.